Hello scientific people, how are you today? We are going to discuss about anomalous expansion of water and the reason for it and how it is making an impact in the lives of aquatic animals. So let's begin. It is an abnormal behavior of water in which water, instead of expansion, it shows contraction property when heated and vice versa, right? So what happens is this effect is only seen between 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. So when we are talking about anomalous expansion, it is between these two temperatures only. So when we heat water from 0 to 4 degree, it should expand, but instead of that it is contracting, and vice versa. And it has got a very deep impact on the lives of aquatic animals, and due to this property water has minimum volume and maximum density at 4 degree. So let us look at a graph, and this graph shows us that the density of water is maximum at 4 degrees Celsius and volume is minimum. So this is the graph of volume versus the temperature, and at 4 degree the volume is the minimum. If you look at this volume, the graph shows a dip at a minimum volume that is 1000. So 1000 what? It is 1000 centimeter cube. So basically we are performing this experiment with 1 kg water, and we are measuring the volume of water, 1 kg water at different temperatures. So these are the temperature scale in Celsius. So at 4 degrees Celsius, volume of 1 kg water is 1000 centimeter cube, and when we decrease the temperature the volume increases, and when we increase the temperature again the volume increases. So this is the point of minimum volume, that is 4 degrees Celsius, correct? Okay, that was a graphical experimental thing. Now let us see that how does it look like. So at 4 degrees Celsius, suppose this is the water at 4 degrees Celsius, this much volume of water, it is the space occupied by the water, and it is at 4 degrees, suppose some water, correct? When we heat the water above 4 degree, and say for example we reach 10 degree water, so water shows a normal behavior, it expands. Now when you cool water to 0 degree, instead of, now when we cool anything it should actually contract, but here instead of contraction it is expanding. So again the water is going to acquire some bigger volume than it was acquiring at 4 degrees Celsius. When you decrease the temperature, when you increase the temperature, this is 0 degrees Celsius, so what should happen is you are heating, so the volume must increase, but instead of that it contracts, and above 4 degree it shows a normal behavior. You can see normal pattern after 4 degree, but an abnormal pattern between 0 to 4 degree. When you again cool down the water, it will contract. So if you look at 0 degree water, 4 degree water and 10 degree water, where is the minimum volume? So volume is minimum at 4 degrees Celsius. So density is equal to mass upon volume. If the density is minimum, then if the volume is minimum, then the density would be maximum. So that means water at 4 degrees Celsius has volume minimum but density maximum, and this density is what we call as 1000 kg per meter cube or 1 gram per centimeter cube. So the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube or 1000 kg per meter cube at 4 degrees Celsius. So when you try to measure the density at all other temperatures, it has less density. And below 0 degree we can't talk about water, because water does not exist below 0 degree, it turns into ice. Now let us try to understand what is the reason behind this particular phenomenon. So if you look at the structure, this is one water molecule which contains one oxygen atom, one hydrogen atom, another hydrogen atom. So this is one water molecule, OHH, and there are presence of covalent bonds between O and H. Now this is one water molecule, this is another water molecule. We can see here that between the hydrogen of one molecule and the oxygen of another molecule, there are dotted lines which are shown over here. These are bonds which are called hydrogen bonds. So hydrogen bonds, they join two different water molecules. Now these hydrogen bonds are very sensitive towards heat. So what happens is, when we bring down or when we increase the temperature from 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius, you have water at say for example 0 degrees Celsius. So let me make this again HOH, then again this is, let me use some different color. So this is red color bond, this is hydrogen bond, again another water molecule, so this is HOH, again we will be having hydrogen bonds, and again the third molecule. Now what am I going to do is, this is the water arrangement at 0 degrees Celsius. Now when I am increasing the temperature, so I am heating it. So when I am heating it from 0 degree to 4 degrees Celsius, these hydrogen bonds, they break. So when these hydrogen bonds break, the molecules, they come nearer because the bond acts as a stick between these two molecules. Now when the stick breaks, these two molecules will approach nearer. So it is something like this, that this is one molecule, this is another molecule, and this is a stick between them, and when I break the stick, these two molecules will come nearer. So what happens is, when you heat, these sticks or the hydrogen bonds, they break, so molecules come nearer, so overall volume decreases. So finally overall volume decreases. So when volume decreases, there is an increase in the density. Now what happens when we bring down the temperature from 4 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius? So that means we are cooling. When we cool things, it should normally contract. But here what happens is, when you are cooling, the hydrogen bonds which we already broke now again starts to reconstruct itself. So we had water molecules closer without hydrogen bonds because hydrogen bonds were already broken at 4 degree. Now these hydrogen bonds, they start forming again. So the stick starts to build up again, and the molecules are again being pushed to a larger distance. So here the separation increases, so the volume increases, so the density decreases. So this is what usually happens, correct? And this phenomenon is only applicable between 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. Let us try to understand the natural consequence of anomalous expansion of water. In this diagram, we are given a fish which is inside water, and you can see that there is sun up in the sky. But when the temperature goes down below 0 degree, the uppermost layer freezes to form ice, but the water which is below the ice layer stays water, it does not freeze. So thanks to anomalous expansion of water, which gives the life support to the aquatic animals. Now let us try to understand this with the help of a small animation. So here we have two layers of water, layer number A, layer number B, and of course this is also filled with water, but I am not highlighting that part. So this is a lake, and this is a lake, say for example in Antarctica or Arctic Circle, where the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius. So I'm not talking about a regular city lake where the temperature stays always above 20 degrees Celsius, where the temperature can go below 0 degrees Celsius at that time, at that area. That is the lake which I am talking about. So there are two layers of liquids, two layers of water, layer A which is at the top, layer B which is at the bottom. Right now the temperature of the atmosphere is, say for example, 4 degrees Celsius. So both the layers layer number A and layer number B, and this part of the water in which you are seeing the fish are all at 4 degrees Celsius. Correct. Now the temperature slowly starts decreasing because it's an Arctic circle, and the temperature converts into 3 degrees Celsius, then 2 degrees Celsius, then 1 degree Celsius, and finally the temperature becomes 0 degrees Celsius. So which layer, A and B, and let me name this layer as C. So out of which of these layers the layer is going to get cooled fast? The correct answer is A, because A is in direct contact with the atmosphere. A was at 4 degree, atmosphere is at 0 degree. So this is hotter liquid, this is the cooler atmosphere, so heat energy will start going from hot object to the cold object. That's the law of thermodynamics. Due to that, the temperature of layer A will start decreasing. 3, 2, 1 and 0. Finally it will reach 0 degrees Celsius. But while it is cooling down, while layer A gets cooled down, when anything cools, what happens? It contracts. But here this water expands. So the layer A, even though it is cooling, due to anomalous expansion of water, it expands. So due to expansion, volume increases, density decreases, so layer A becomes more and more lighter. So this lighter liquid now, which is at 0 degree now, and it is lighter, so the lighter water cannot go up. So finally the colder liquid stays at the top, and the bottom liquid, which is at 4 degree, stays at the bottom. So thanks to anomalous expansion of water. And finally this 0 degree water gets converted into ice again. So the whole layer of ice stays at the top, but the bottom of the lake, bottom of the ice, stays at 4 degrees Celsius. And fishes can well survive in 4 degrees, and ice formation is a very slow process, and the thickening of the ice layers is very, very slow. So by that time again the sun comes up and everything is back to the normal. Correct? Had it been a normal behavior of water, then what could have happened? Let us see that. This is layer A, this is layer B. Now this layer is at 4 degrees Celsius, this is again at 4 degrees Celsius. Normal behavior means as temperature decreases, volume decreases because it contracts, so density must go up. This is the normal behavior, and the vice versa. So here, suppose the temperature of the atmosphere is 4 degree, now it is decreasing to 3, 2, 1, finally 0 degrees Celsius. So the top layer, now the atmosphere is at 0 degrees Celsius, so the top layer, which is in direct contact with the atmosphere, will start losing the heat energy. So the top layer A will start cooling, and on cooling, if it shows normal behavior, then volume should decrease, density should increase, so this colder water must go down. So this colder, very freezing 0 degree water will go down, thereby converting the entire lake of water, entire water lake, to be at 0 degrees Celsius, and these fishes should have died. So what I have shown over here is this A layer now goes down. Instead of that, the B layer comes up due to the convection happening over here. But due to this, the entire lake comes at 0 degree, and finally there is a possibility of freezing of the entire lake. This is only happening when there is a normal behavior of water. So thanks to the anomalous expansion of water, that the fishes are not dying. Correct? And we are also seeing some of the another practical applications. So I'm showing you an image of a tap, and this tap is again a tap of a very cold country, and where the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius. So when the water temperature decreases, suppose the atmospheric temperature is now 4 degree, and again the pipes has water flowing in it, and there is certain amount of volume, that is, say for example V. When this temperature decreases to, say for example, 2 degrees Celsius and finally 0 degrees Celsius, so water, suppose this volume is V1, so water, instead of contracting, it expands. This volume V2 is larger than V1. So due to the larger volumes, it exerts too much pressure on the walls of the pipe, and finally the pipes and the taps, they burst. So anomalous expansion of water also has a disadvantage, that in cold countries the pipes and these taps, they actually start cracking. It also has a very bad impact on the plants as well. And again, I'm talking about the area where the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius. Suppose this is a xylem tissue which carries water in the upward direction. At 4 degrees Celsius, the water normally goes up. Now when the temperature goes down to 0 degrees Celsius, instead of contracting, it expands. So when the water expands, it exerts too much of the pressure on the xylem cells, thereby bursting the xylem cells. So the death of the plants may also take place. So hopefully guys, you enjoyed my explanation. If you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment section, and I would like to thank you for watching the video, and do subscribe my channel and share it also.